Hello, beautifuls of the feed. It's me, Benji. I'm back today, and I'm going to be doing another reading for you. So let's just kind of get into it. I hope everyone is doing good at the moment, and I want to say that I hope that chick in Australia that's getting bullied at the moment by heaps of people for the breakdancing, I hope she's okay. That's all I want to say. Alright, let's get the first card out and see what today's general energy is going to be. I'm hoping that Spirit can give us a soulmate. Let's go for a twin flame reading today. That'd be cool. Haven't done that for a while. Don't normally ask specifically, but let's just do that. Alrighty, we've got a bunch of cards here. We have the Two of Swords and we have the Four of Pentacles. These two cards, the first one is really just giving me like a stagnation feeling. I feel like it's very distant. There's a distance at the moment. There's a lot of thinking going on. A lot of thinking. Like kind of being like conservative in a way at the moment. It's kind of what I'm getting. So it's very keeping to oneself. So there's a lot of distance coming from this. We have the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands here is really giving me the vibe that there is some sort of turbulence going on. But like it's definitely causing this disconnection. It's giving me the other person's energy, and people around them are making it so that it's very almost difficult to do the things that they want to do. That's kind of what it's coming out as, but it's almost like their friends are stifling their progress in their love life, and that's kind of what I am getting from this. We do have the Justice card and the Chariot card coming out here after these ones, and this one really gives me a sense of this person, your twin flame, is going to be very much in their own energy. They're going to get through this kind of like bump in the road, and they're going to come out very balanced, strong, and coming towards you. We have the Four of Wands, which is giving me coming, like there's something coming. You know, there is definitely going to be something coming in, and it's going to be like a very much a celebration-y vibe. It's going to be good feelings, and there is going to be this sense of justice. So to get from that Justice card is that through this, I feel like there's just going to be a sense of justice within this situation. Twin flame seems to be in a situation that is stagnant at the moment, but it is coming to very direct and moving forward energy. We have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands here is really giving me that vibe of like having a lot to deal with. So this person has a lot to deal with. They've got a lot going on. They feel like they're battling the world. They've got the world on their shoulders. But they have the courage and the determination to basically get through to the other side so that this thing essentially won't affect them anymore. We do have the Ace of Pentacles here at the end. And that really is giving me a good vibe. And it kind of gives the sense of like this reunion of such is going to be brought with a sense of abundance. You know, like it's going to be very full of maybe gifts. I'm getting gifts. And yeah, it's going to be full of gifts. So there does seem to be a reunion. This does seem to be a lot going on here. I am going to just pull out some cards, and I'm going to do a reading for you, the viewer. So this energy that I did a reading for first was for your twin flame. And we'll do that, and I'm just going to do it with these other cards. And let's see what your energy is in this twin flame situation. We'll just do the same as what we did before for significant other. For the viewer, please and thank you. Alrighty. So here, what do we have? We have the Three of Pentacles. What I'm getting from this card is that on your side, you are very much forming this this new sense of freedom and newfound sense of self. And I feel like you're very much working on your self-development, and you've been very focused on those things. I do also get that this card is giving me that you are more focused on like a higher standard of work, and maybe even working in a team better than you have before in life. So this card's really giving me that like you're ready to work as a team with this person and meet them in the middle. We have the King of Wands. The King of Wands here is giving me this kind of sense of courage. A very much driven courage, and just being like knowing what you want, like very strong. Very strong. Like knowing what you want. That's what I'm getting from it. I feel like there's a lot of struggles, right? I feel like you're surrounded by chaos, but you know what you want within that chaos. So what I'm getting from that card, we have the Five of Wands. So we have the same one. It's come out at the same time. Five of Wands. So it does seem like there is some sort of like need to like sort a conflict on your side. It's a different energy. It's a different feeling. I feel like you have this need to sort a conflict so that things can move forward. And I feel like the next card is the Eight of Wands. And this one's very much giving me that you're using like your head a lot and making very logical decisions, which is like a good thing. I really do think that this card is giving me it's almost like protection vibe, like protection. You want to be more protective of someone. So this really, it's giving me funny feelings. It's like this, you want to sort out a conflict, and you want to be more protective of the people that you care about. So in this sense, that you want to be more protective of your twin flame. And we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is really giving me like a more feisty energy. So I feel like it's very more like impatient. Feeling impatience to have things move forward. It's very interesting. I feel like you're very much in your head in this energy. So with the sense of like the Justice card up there and these other cards, I really do feel like you're going to be ready, you know, like you're going to be ready for this moment. Yeah. So all in all, I feel like you're going to be ready, and you're like self-development's like at peak at this point in time, you know, because it can always get better over time. There's just a lot going on. There's a lot of energy. You're very much like, you know what you want, you know what you need to sort out, and like maybe what to talk about or just to do. You're very much in your head, and you're very logical, and you're using your head before your heart, which is a good thing in this situation. And the Queen of Swords just gives me this like, I'm ready. This next card here that is coming out is the Sun. So in relation to the other card up there, it is the Four of Wands, and the Sun down here. It really just gives me the sense of like, obviously joy, like the good news, like the light is coming back. It's been there all the time, but I just feel like that light is just shining so bright, because the sense of newfound, like, strength on both sides, I feel like it's almost like it's mirroring, but it's different situations. And the Sun and them coming in, it just creates this like abundant kind of amazing feeling, and just like feelings in general. So we do have the Two of Cups, and this one definitely is giving me that sense of coming together. Like that twin flame connection coming together again, all for the first time. I'm pretty sure it's coming together again. But this last card's really stumping me. It's throwing me off a little bit. I feel like this situation is going to hurt you because of Three of Swords. And in relation to this last card, miraculously, I managed to get the same amount of cards to come out. I didn't try. It just happened. So this is the reflection on both sides. This person's going to come in, and I was saying that they want to give gifts and they want to shower you with almost like abundance of that stuff. So that's what I would call love bombing. And I think because you're aware and because you've done all this work and you've like got to a point where you know what you want, I think this act of buying love is going to hurt you a little bit. So in saying that, I'm going to move on to the hidden heart secrets today. Haven't done that for a while. If you are resonating with this, let me know if you want. Leave a like. That means a lot and helps a lot. And also subscribe if you're new. I don't normally do this, but I will say it in this video. I would like to get to 5,000 subscribers by Christmas. I don't think that's unreasonable. I just think that that's a goal that I'm going to set for myself. So I'm going to say that from now on in videos. So if you'd like to support my journey and you'd like to just support your own journey, I guess, with the videos that do resonate with you, then yeah, definitely subscribe. And it's free. You don't have to, though. Alright, so we have 4 on that side, and that is for your significant other, twin flame, and we have, okay, I'm pretty sure it gets damp in here or something. Let's grab one more off the top there. Excuse me. We'll start with significant other. What is hidden in their heart about you and the situation? They have running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. It seems like they do this a lot. I feel like this is just something that they do. I would say that they were afraid of commitment. They start rejecting, or they will reject that idea because they're afraid of it. And it makes them become more like unstable. That's what I'm getting from this, because we have commitment and then we have rejection and then emotional storm, starting from ghosting. So I really think this commitment card is coming through in the way that this is the thing that they have a fear of. They run away from this thing and they become very unstable from commitment. So that just seems like they're very non-committal. And on your side, we have divine masculine, which is yang, masculine energy. So that's kind of representation of down here. It's very strong and like in that energy. That's kind of like what I was feeling before. The next one is breaking point, limit, final straw, and overwhelmed. So I do understand that these situations are almost karmic in a way. it's just like repeated cycles, you know? Like these things will repeat and repeat and repeat until you essentially realize that you have to leave or move on, or the other person is like, you know, doing the work. Like, because ultimately both parties have to be doing the work so that the things can move forward. We do have fantasy and exhaustion on your side, so I feel like you're like obviously just getting to this point where you're like so tired of almost relying on someone else to do the work so that you can be with them. And I know I don't want to come across like I'm sounding selfish or rude or anything, but it's almost like you have this like fantasy, or like this, you're daydreaming or like imagining things, and they make you really happy. But I feel like doing those things can make you feel very depleted and drained because you're putting a lot of energy into that manifestation. And I really think when it comes to romantic manifestations, I think I don't necessarily agree, but I don't have to, and you don't have to hate me for it. I don't agree with like the magic of like love spells and things like that, and you know, like I agree with law of attraction things, and I understand that the universe has its way. So it really does seem here that this is a repeated cycle that's happening, and that's what's going to cause this pain. You know, like it's just kind of like there. So, twin flame, at the end of the day, what I've learned from it is that it is ultimately could be the most tumultuous, you know, rough experience that you would ever have in your life, or it could be the most amazing. Either way, your twin flame is the opposite of you, or like the opposite half of your soul, or whatever the consensus is around that. And essentially, both parties have to be in this state of like enlightenment and balanced internal, physical, spiritual things for it to really bloom. And I don't know much about twin flame. I just know that, you know, certain situations, certain twin flames are and can be the hardest to pull away from too. So this reading is really showing me that whoever this is for, you are stuck in a cycle. It can really be hard to get away from. So these next cards that I'm going to get from the oracles and the the daily affirmation cards will be for the viewer, you, to help support and to give you a new light on the situation. That's what I'm hoping for. If you are resonating with this, you know what to do. Alrighty. We have one. It says, King of Pentacles, I'm thankful for all the universe has given me. I don't know if I should start saying stuff like that online, but whenever I do this, I see shadows. I just saw a big one. Anyway, the affirmation is, I'm thankful for that for all that the universe has given me. The King of Pentacles. I don't know if I did that. I'll just do it again anyway. Got a fright. But I'm okay. Not fearful. That was out there. That was out there. I'm shuffling the wrong cards. Oops. Oh, that really threw me off. Anyway, where are they? Let us do the shadow cards. I feel like the shadow cards are like perfect for today. Saw a shadow. I'll do the shadow cards. My smallest cards. They're so cute. Alright. What is that? The shadow message? The first one's the message from the universe. Yeah. The message from the universe is destruction. So where there is destruction, there's always like a rebuilding. So this is very much like almost like the Tower card in the shadow for me. And this one is really going to show that like this is kind of what is needed in this situation. Why are my readings like this? No, I don't question it. But at the end of the day, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything, and I think a lot of people are here for sugarcoating on YouTube. So at the end of the day, I have nothing against anyone, and I'm not going to be. I have no ill intent against anyone else that does anything in the realm of tarot, and I don't think I know better or anything. I just have my morals and values. So yeah, I'm going to go with it. Destruction is definitely the thing that's needed in this situation, so that you can move forward in life and have happiness. It just seems that it's in the subconscious. I feel like you already know, right? Like you already know, but it's like there. It's like it'll be in the intuition. Just ask your intuition and really like do some meditation and ask your intuition. Do I need the destruction of this so that I can move forward in my life? And you'll get your answer. So the next card here is release. It's very much, this is the physical card. The next one is the spiritual, and then the last one is the situation. I can't remember, but like I'm pretty sure it's the situation. No, I do remember. So release is very much giving me like, release of that destruction so that you can move forward. Releasing it from the subconscious too, as well, is very good, so that it doesn't get trapped there and cause trauma. So the spiritual card is surrender. So it's very much like surrender to that. Surrender to the universe. Surrender to God. That's what it's trying to say. Whatever you believe in when it comes to spirituality. Obviously, you probably believe in tarot and this kind of stuff. But yeah, surrender to the universe. That's what I would say. The last card here is the situation, and it says take risk, and this other card came out and it's nature, so take risk in nature. I'm guessing that this is just kind of giving you like take risk, just be unfearful when it comes to things. I really don't think this is taking a dangerous risk. This is just like go for a walk, go visit a river. I don't know. Like, go to the beach. I feel like that's like taking a risk, because a lot of people don't really do that anymore as such, or a lot of people do, but like if you're an introvert or that kind of person that doesn't go out much, this is kind of giving you the vibe of like, go do that thing. Go seek nature. Go just take a risk, go for a walk. As much as it is difficult and you probably don't want to do that, it really is getting to that. And this other card did fall out while I was talking, and it is love. And I really think that this reading from me to you, whoever is listening, is really going to you from a place of love. Okay, I don't do this from a place of anything other than love and the highest of all good. Let's move on to the next cards. Honestly, I love these shadow cards, and I feel like this is the perfect reading for it. Let us go to the fairies, and they can brighten our lives up a little bit. They always make me smile. Right, I think we just have two today, and there's protections. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking on any spiritual work. But I do. If anyone's got any more suggestions on what I can do before I do this stuff, I don't know why I'm relating to that, but like I get it. Like I've got my crystals on and stuff. Oh, I haven't got any incense going, but like it's not something that I normally do. Oh wow. Anyways, I'm not trying to procrastinate or anything. I'm just kind of like stumped by that. Anyways, this is for the viewer, not for me. I just really relate to that, and because of what happened before. And we do have inner child, and it's just getting you to embrace your inner child. It says the fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. So this is really going with it, like take risk in the nature, with love, and this is like inner child. So, you know, go swing on a swing somewhere. We don't hurt yourself though. All right, it is time. It is time. It's time for the Amazon Oracle. And let us see what profound knowledge that we can acquire today from this. If it's something different, that would be cool. But, you know, whatever it needs to be, it will be. I was thinking that maybe I should say something different. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to have 3 piles. Okay, there's this one. This is number 1. This is number 2. And number 3 is on the table. So you can pick the one on the table, number 1 or number 2. Pick one, okay? And type it in the comments. 1, 2, or 3. All right? And we'll start with 1. We'll do 2, and then we'll do 3. And we're just going to take whatever one's on the top, and that will be the card that is for you. Okay? 1, 2, or on the table is 3. 2 goes over here. 3 can stay there. 1 off the top for 1 is, if you picked 1, you got number 32, the Angel of Spiritual Awakening. So that's really, really amazing. So I'll just read the reflections of each one. And let me know if you like the idea of being able to pick a pile. I feel like that video is not doing too well, but like I could do it at the end here and we could just have 3 cards. All right. Sumirana reminds you of some of the significant stages that a person will undergo in their spiritual ascension. Paradoxically, the early stages of the spiritual ascent feel much more like a descent as you encounter the void within. Very much resonating with this reading. The more mature, sensitive, gentle, and compassionate self emerges. The emergence is part of the awakening as you begin to integrate aspects of the self that have been rejected, ignored, or repressed. This journey does not always have the appearance of an ongoing upward trajectory. A personal crisis can threaten to cast you back into the abyss, but you have fortitude to get through the storm and emerge even wiser and stronger than before. As you move through the layers from denser to lighter, you may realize that you are coming more in alignment with the wisdom of your eternal soul. You have, just like a phoenix, risen from the ashes, and in this have become a new and ascended human being. That is number 1, okay? So if you pick number 1, that's yours. It's beautiful. Number 2 is Tetchukrim, the Angel of Medicine. This one's a different one. So if you pick number 2, this is your one. It's number 1. Wow. Number 1. Tetchukrim wants the proponents of both medicine paths, holistic and scientific, to open their hearts and minds and see the wisdom in each of the ways. When it comes to health, you know what's best for yourself and your family instinctively. You can reconcile the seemingly irreconcilable. That's what it says. It just says if you drew this card, it commends you by being aware of the artificial moats between various schools of medicine. There is a tendency to erect defensive walls like a figurative castle around each school, and even criticize and degenerate the other schools. You know this at some level borders on a farce, even though it can have severe and even grave consequences. When it comes to health, you know what's best for yourself and your family instinctively. Alrighty, here we go. That was number 2, and this is going to be number 3, which is Florpes, Diva of the Plant Mysteries. Nice. So if you pick number 3, that's yours, and it is number 14. Flores, Flores. Oh, I need to make a song about it. Okay, we must combine the vast wisdom of the world's indigenous peoples who live in a harmonious relationship with nature with immense and scientific. Yeah, oh, my bad. I just froze. Yeah, so who live in a harmonious relationship with nature with an immense scientific and engineering capability of the modern world to bring the ecosystem into balance and discover the incomparable splendor of nature. How would your life evolve and what path would you take if you no longer feared death or oblivion? Would you live your life with more joy knowing that your soul is eternal and that death is a part of the cycle of life itself? If y'all resonated, let me know, and I probably will do another reading today, and I'll see you later. All right, if you're new, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, because I love reading them and responding when I can, and I'll see you in another one. Bye-bye.